This is the QCY Crossky C30S, which is supposed to be a better version than the QCY Crossky C30. And in this video, we'll be reviewing this one to see if it's actually worth your money or not. So do well to stick to the end of the video to actually find out. My name is Zeus, and let's get into this one. So for starters, we'll be looking at what's in the box for a QCY Crossky C30X. And in the box, you actually get a QCY Hide to Wear sticker. Then you get an owner's manual stroke owner's guide. Then you get the actual earbuds themselves. And right here, you get Type-C charging cable. That is the USB to Type-C charging cable. And basically, that's it for what's in the box. Now, let's head on to the design of this one. Now, when it comes to the design of the QCY Crossky C30S, considering the fact that this one is supposed to be a better alternative to the QCY Crossky C30, they look very similar. So basically, the case looks similar. The actual earbuds themselves still look similar, although there's a little bit of similarities here. Now, let's consider the fact that let's shift this on the side. This earbuds is way lighter than the QCY Crossky C30, and the QCY Crossky C30 is actually way smaller than the QCY Crossky C30. But it still brings me to this question. What did they actually change? Now, the only obvious change here is the fact that this one feels more lighter and is actually more smaller than the QCY Crossky C30. But considering the fact that the QCY Crossky C30 was not actually causing any, should I say, any damage or any discomfort, I see no reason why anything should be changed here. Now, basically, this one is made out of multiple material finishes. It's made out of plastic and it's made out of an aluminum base, like here. This one actually an aluminum base, while the whole earbuds themselves are actually made out of plastic. The ring, on the other hand, is still strong and durable. Like this, you can actually drag them and you can feel how strong they are and how durable they are. In other words, there should be no change if you ask me. But regardless, let's review this one specifically. Now, it's made out of multiple material finishes. It's made out of plastic base. This one's actually made out of skin-friendly plastic, which just makes it make sense. On the ear, on the other hand, it sits pretty well and very comfortable. You won't actually notice that you have a clip on, and that's just the whole idea of clip-on and open-ear earbuds. This one was actually made with comfort in mind over sound. So basically, you expect a sound flop later in the video, so still have to stick to the end of the video to find that out. In other words, this one actually feels okay. It still gives up the feeling that you won't actually notice that there's something on your ears. The grip is very nice. It's not like harsh to the ears. If you use this one for a long period of time, you don't actually feel it. Unlike the QCY Crossky C30 that tends to like disturb your ear a little, but it was not actually a problem. This one stays on your ear quite well, and trust me, you won't notice it. That aside, the design is still similar to the QCY Crossky C30, but it still holds that very premium design like the Soundpeace Berkeley Pro, and I actually like how it looks. So I actually picked this one in the like the should I say the ash color, which just makes sense to me. The other color combinations at which you can pick. But when it comes to the design of this one, it still looks very nice, very comfortable, and I like how it feels. So the next thing I'm looking at is the fit and comfort of the QCY Crossky C30S. And when it comes to the QCY Crossky C30S, the fit and comfort has no significant difference to the QCY Crossky C30. So basically, you get the same design, you get the same plastic materials, but you just get one that is a little bit lighter. So basically, while testing, to be honest with you, I did not experience any significant difference. As you can see, both earbuds are on my ear, and if you don't know that they are actually two different earbuds, you won't be able to tell a significant difference. Although this one is still lighter, but you won't feel it on your ears. Now, let's push this one aside again, and let's come back to the QCY Crossky C30S as regards fit and comfort. Now, this one is the perfect one when you're going for anything sports, if you ask me, because basically it's very light, you won't feel it on your ears, and trust me, it's just perfect. The plastic on this one is actually made out of screen-friendly plastic, which is a great add-on. You will not experience harshness, you will not experience any rash. The grip is very nice, and everything is just slip-on. It's actually perfect, if you ask me. So when it comes to the fit and comfort of this one, you get the premium stuff, you get the very lasting something, and trust me, It's the perfect ground. Now let's not forget that this one is actually IP45 water splash resistance rating. So you can actually use this one for, let's say, if you have light rain, you won't have any issue. If you have let's say sweat, you won't have any issue as regards workouts, running, jogging, and all that. So water resistance, let's just keep it at splash and sweat. Please don't use this one to swim. Don't dip it in water. You'll actually regret it. So yeah, when it comes to the fit and comfort, it's a very nice one, and trust me, it's just head. So the next one we'll be looking at is the sound quality compared to the Crossky C30, and the Crossky C30S actually, should I say, flopped a little compared to the QCY Crossky C30. Now you need to know that generally clip-on earbuds are not made with sound in mind. Instead, they are made with fit and comfort in mind. And the QCY Crossky C30S is nothing short from, should I say, the same. It still carries the same features, carries everything about it. There's no difference except from the volume of this particular one. Now you need to know that the sound profile is absolutely the same. The sound output is absolutely the same. It's just the volume. And where this one actually baffles me is the fact that the volume capabilities on this one was actually reduced instead of, you should increase it, not reduce it. The QCY Crossky C30 has a higher sound volume. The fact that this one can be increased to a more higher sound volume compared to the QCY Crossky C30S just blows my mind out. Like, why should you reduce the volume? It does not really make sense. But generally, let's also leave this one aside and let's focus on the QCY Crossky C30S as regards its sound quality. Now, you need to know that the sound quality on this one is still mute. It's still clip-on sound quality, clip-on bass, clip-on quality, or clip-on sound profile. All clip-ons don't have a very loud sound profile. They just come with pretty moderate sound profiles. This on the bass is okay, the treble is okay, you still get crystal clear vocals regardless. But the fact that this one just, the volume was reduced a lot, was just kind of, it's kind of a turn off. But generally, let's say you've not used the QCY Crossky C30 before and you just went to the QCY Crossky C30S, you won't notice anything, you won't have any problem. The sound is still very, very okay. The volume is still very, very okay. The sound profile is still very, very okay. This one has the whole like dark high-res audio stuff, and like I said in my previous reviews, I'm not a fan of those numbers or words. I just work with real life testing. So basically, the sound is nice. You get a sound profile, you get a nice volume, although it was reduced, and you also get a very nice output. So when it comes to the sound, this one is still okay. It's still a nice peak. You can pick this one as regards the sound. Now let's look at the battery capabilities of the QCY Crossky C30S. So now when it comes to the battery life of the QCY Crossky C30S, although this one is quite lighter than the QCY Crossky C30, but there's also no much significant difference if you ask me. So basically, QCY brags of about 2 hours charge time for 6 hours of continuous playback and 40 hours stand time. But according to my real life testing, I was able to get 5.5 hours of continuous music playback time, which is still very, very nice for a clip-on earbud. If you are the kind of person that basically does not use your earbuds that much, then this one will actually work for you. But how many hours you actually listen to music in a day? So this one can actually do, if you want to do comparison based on average on daily, then this one can do, let's say, 2 to 3 days of continuous playback without you charging them. But obviously, we're not talking about 24 hours worth of continuous playback. Let's say 2 to 3 hours of each life for each day. So the battery life on this one is very, very nice compared to the QCY Crossky C30. That's actually, yeah, should I say the same? There was no significant improvement. There was no degrade. It's very, very nice one. So the battery life of this one is a very nice one. If you're considering this one as regards the battery life, you're somebody that listens to music for long hours, or let's say you tend to walk and you want your clip on for a longer hour, then this one is a perfect pick and it's a perfect buy for you. The battery life is top notch. So the next thing we're looking at is the Bluetooth connectivity. And for the QCY Crossky C30, it's actually an upgrade from the QCY Crossky C30, because basically this one uses what we call Bluetooth 6.0, which is the new standard and the higher version compared to the other ones. So basically, the QCY Crossky C30 actually uses what we call Bluetooth 4.4 as the version, but this one uses Bluetooth 6.0. But when it comes to real life testing, the Bluetooth connectivity on this one is very, very nice. So for starters, you won't have a very bad experience on your first connection. The first connection on this one is very, very seamless. You actually enjoy it. And when it comes to like the LiDAR mode, the brakes, the lags and all that, you don't experience anything like lags, brakes, or let's say break when you're listening to music or media playback, on the QCY Crossky C30S. Well, let's come to the range. Now, the range on this one is very, very nice. You can actually leave your phone in the parlor and walk around the house. Or let's say you can do up to 10 meters on this one. So regardless of walls and every other thing in your house, this one does not break or does not lag. Like basically you can use this one to walk around without having your phone on you every time. So yeah, you get 10 meters of range. You get Bluetooth 6.0, which is the new standard on most flagship phones, most standard, even budget phones, and most earbuds as of today. And the Bluetooth and range on this one is a very nice one. Now let's head on to the touch controls and app functionalities, which I'm not a fan of. But let's just head on to that. So when it comes to the touch controls of the QCY Crossky C30S, I was actually expecting an upgrade from the QCY Crossky C30 because basically the touch controls on this one are not that responsive. So why did you not fix that? Instead, you went to let's just forget about that. So basically, the touch controls on this one is classic clip-on touch controls that are not responsive and should I say does not work. So basically, you get a traditional one touch does not do anything, double touch either plays or pauses the track, then three touches actually turn on voice assist and skip to the next track on all QCY earbuds. If you're actually considering touch controls, you should go for the QCY Crossky R70. That one has a better touch control. So basically now, let's just test this one out quickly and see how it performs. So this one has given up. Let's just jump out there. So let's go to my music app and this is Deezer. And let's do this. Now you need to understand something. I won't put this on my ear because okay, let's just put this on the ear. Let me show you how terrible this is. So basically, you get the touch controls on the back of the earbuds. That's where the thing just cuts it out. So now you expect me to bend. Aside that, you need to know that this one is an unbiased and real review. So I'm not a fan of touch controls when it comes to clip-ons. They don't do it for me. Now, how responsive are the touch controls? As you can see, I actually have my app connected to the earbuds. Now let's start. So let's one touch, does not do anything. Now let's double touch. It still does not do anything. Now let's go back to the app. Let me just do a quick screen record here. So we'll just screen record the whole screen and screen record. Now we are back in the app and let's just see what this does. So basically you can go to settings and increase the touch sensibility to high, and the touch sensibility already is on high. Now let's go back. I don't know if I'm the one not doing it well. I had to tap that like 3 times. So let's try again. 1, 2. This one plays a song. 1, 2. Pause. Now let's triple tap. 1, 2, 3. This one activates voice assist. Now let's triple tap on the right here. 1, 2, 3. This one skips the track to the next track. As you can see. So basically, when it comes to touch controls of clip-ons generally, I'm not a fan. And the QCY still did not tend to cut it off for me as regards to touch controls. But if you are considering touch controls, then you should basically get the QCY Crossky R70. The touch controls on that one are very, very nice. So yeah, that's it. So that's it on touch controls. Now let's head on to the app so that I'll just show you a little bit of the app functionalities. This one is still classic QCY. On the status, you get the battery percentage of each earbuds. If you go to the sound, you can either customize the sound to heavy bass, default. You can either shift it to your left or your right ear. And if you go to the settings, you get the customizable touch controls. You get the touch sensibility, bleep mode, disconnect, power on, gaming mode, IDAC settings, sleeping mode, and so on. And you get also find my headset, firmware update, and yeah, all the classics. So basically, that's just it when it comes to this particular one as regards to touch control and the app functionalities. So the next one we're looking at is its price, and this one you can actually get it for $31 on both AliExpress and Amazon, which just makes me raise the question. Now, QCY Crossky C30 goes for around $21 and this one goes for $31. So is that $10 increase actually worth it? And trust me, No, it's not worth it. If you have your $21, just go for the QCY Crossky C30 and enjoy your clip-on earbuds. As regards the QCY Crossky C30S, I don't think that $10 upgrade is actually worth it. If you already have the QCY Crossky C30, you should not get the QCY Crossky C30S. But if you don't have the QCY Crossky C30 and you want a higher version, then you should pick the QCY Crossky C30S. So basically, for the price, it's still okay. It's the average clip-on price. So yeah, that's it. So should you buy the QCY Crossky C30S? Yes. If you don't have the QCY Crossky C30 already, then the QCY Crossky C30S is a good buy. But if you have the QCY Crossky C30, then that $10 upgrade is absolutely not worth it. Yes, it's absolutely not worth it. But if you don't have this, then you can pick this. And if you want to get this, you can actually use the link in my description. That helps me to make unbiased reviews like this. And yeah, it's actually a plead. So yeah, it's still a great buy. For $31 is a great buy. But for $21 and $21, the $10 upgrade is actually not worth it. It's just basically a QCY Crossky C30 that was just actually made lighter with a lesser volume. So yeah, it's not a worthy upgrade if you ask me. So basically, this is my quick comparison and review of the QCY Crossky C30S against QCY Crossky C30. If you like this video, do also like, comment, and also subscribe for more videos like this. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment section and I will actually answer you. My name is Zeus. See you in the next one.